Guys, we are back, and this one's going to be a little bit of a different video. So today we're going to be doing a tier list. This is obviously just my opinion, so don't take it as the be-all end-all. I will be ranking them on how early you can get them, how good they are, how early you can get them. Because obviously True Eisen is better than regular Eisen at the end game, because you can't just get True Eisen right off the bat. So we're going to be ranking them and when you can get them. We're going to be starting off with sword and then doing combat after, and then I'll put them together in a mixed group at the end. So first off, we got the katana. The thing you start with in every game, basically. Now, the katana is a good starting weapon, obviously. You can buy it right out the gates, just for like 5k, I think. I recommend getting it. Is it good for early game? You're only going to use it for like maybe 1 or 2 entire islands until you can get Dark Blade. But, you know, for the starter island and the second island, you know, it's not too bad. I'd put it in C tier. Next, we have the Dark Blade. And the Dark Blade is pretty good. Honestly, as soon as you can buy this, I recommend you buying it. The X ability on it does super high damage and can hit every enemy in the group of enemies that you need to complete a level quest. It's super cheap, you can get it super early, and it does really solid damage. Next is the Griffin, and they just added this in the last update. Now, the Griffin is just a better version of the Dark Blade. It is just a super easy to get early game sword that does great AoE and really good damage. And I highly recommend getting this as soon as you can. Honestly, you could skip the Dark Blade and go straight to the Griffin, even though the Griffin's pretty expensive. But it has great AFK potential with the X ability doing great damage and great AoE. Now the old Saber, I can't even lie, is pretty trash. The Griffin is just straight up better for a lot cheaper. The Griffin's X does the same amount of damage as Saber's C, with Griffin having better AoE, being cheaper, a lot easier to get. Saber honestly is just trash. Now Sun Jin-woo is good. He's good. You're going to need him for the Sun Jin-woo later on. He's solid. I didn't use him too much back when I was a little chungus. His damage is solid. The only thing, and why he's not going to be in B tier and he's going to be in C tier, the quest to get it. The quest to get it is so booty. Man, having to kill Sun Jin-woo, is it 10 times? It might be 15 times. And doing that stupid whole quest line is why he's going to be in C tier instead of B tier. Honestly, I do not recommend going for him unless you're late game and trying to get Shadow Monarch. Now Eisen. I think Eisen is great. I think you should get him as early as you possibly can. He does high damage for when you can get him. He has great AoE, short cooldowns, and is fairly easy to get. Plus you're going to need him for later on anyways, so I highly recommend getting Eisen as early as you can. Now Shadow. Shadow, when he came out, was broken and still holds up today. I did a damage test with him and was consistently getting 1 billion damage on his C, 2 billion on the V, and 4 on the F. Shadow, as early as you can get him, you have to. He is a must get. His quest is pretty long and annoying, and his mastery is hard. Now you do have the dungeon shop, where if you do a lot of dungeons, you can buy stuff for Shadow. I think Shadow is S tier. He is a must get as early as possible. Now Ichigo is pretty booty. His damage is low. The only redeeming part about Ichigo is his V does pretty good damage and he has short cooldowns. The rest, he is pretty bad. I don't recommend getting him. He is easy to get, but you should probably just spend your time getting Shadow. Ichigo is not good. Now Rimuru. I think Rimuru is the perfect B tier. Solid damage, fairly low cooldowns, a little bit harder to get, just grinding for Rimuru. Another thing I don't really like about Rimuru, the C ability. The C ability isn't the easiest to hit. You need a wall behind the enemy to hit it. It does good damage, it's just not the easiest to hit. I think Rimuru is a good B tier. Now Shadow Monarch is great. Honestly, his damage is so high. His C ability is the coolest ability in the game while doing a ton of damage. The only problem is you need the old Sun Jin-woo. And the F ability takes a while to come out. It is a pretty long cutscene for the F ability. That is why he isn't S tier. He is top of A. Now, Escanor. Escanor is good. He has high damage. The Z, X, and C have very low cooldowns, meaning you can just really easily spam them, just rip them out one after another. The F does good damage, but getting it is so annoying. The boss rush is just annoying to do. Takes a long time to like maybe not even get anything. If you're gonna get Escanor, just buy it in the Robux shop. But Escanor is pretty good, and I do imagine they're gonna add another update to buff him. Alright. Yamato. Yamato is great. You know, he's super easy to get on the new island. He has high damage, low cooldowns. He's just all around solid. Honestly, I'm tempted to put him in S tier, but I'm gonna keep him in A. And his outfit is pretty cool. Now we got True Aizen, and no surprise here, he's S tier. He is the best sword in the game, and it's not close. You do need the old Aizen, but the old Aizen's pretty easy to get. And True Aizen isn't the easiest to get. It's actually kind of hard, but his damage just makes up for it. You got super low cooldowns. The Z itself did 1 billion damage, while my F did 12 billion. And the F doesn't come out slowly. It comes out fast. Not a long cutscene, super high damage. Aizen is easily the best in the game. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the melees. Now the combat is hella booty. Like, are we serious? I get it's the starting thing, but just buy the katana. The Z ability where you can kick down can only reach 2 enemies on the starting island. Are we serious? This thing deserves its own tier at how booty it is. Next we have Yuji, and Yuji is super easy to get. Really early on, you can get Yuji really easily. I think he's really good. If you combo Yuji in the Dark Blade or Yuji in the Griffin, you have a pretty good setup there, and he does decent damage. I think Yuji is good early game. Next we have the original Sukuna. Now, I don't even have him, but I'm gonna rank him the same as what I'm gonna rank Gojo. Psych, no, Sukuna is gonna be D tier because his quest is so annoying to do. Like, I ain't trying to kill 15 people. Come on. Gojo is also booty tier. His C ability just buffs himself, which is not what I'm trying to see out of an ability. His damage is pretty weak. Honestly, I would just stick with Yuji until you can get like Quincy or Alucard. Sukuna and Gojo, I do not recommend getting. Now, Quincy I don't have. Is he good? I don't know. The thing about Quincy is I'm pretty sure Alucard came out almost right after. Now, Alucard, he's pretty good. His quest is easy. The only problem I have with him is his V ability, that's the cutscene one. While you're spinning around doing damage, you can get hit, which is pretty annoying. The C ability is really good, where you can aim the rapid fire shots. I just don't think he's really that worth it, unlike this next guy, which is the strongest in history. Now this guy is S tier, no debate, still usable to this day. He is great. Not to call him out, but Aiden Buddy still uses this guy. He has great AoE, low cooldowns, not very hard to get. His F does super high damage, even though it comes out pretty slow. Honestly, he is crazy good and S tier, unlike the strongest of today. Now he is not very good. They buffed him like 3 times after he came out, and he's still not that good. His V ability has great AoE, does booty for damage. He's kind of like an in-between of Alucard and strongest in history. Even though strongest of today and strongest of history are like similar on difficulty to get, strongest of history just surpasses it like so much. Strongest of today, I do not recommend getting. He is pretty booty. Now Madoka, you can't get it anymore, but I do have her. So I'm gonna tell you where I would rank her if you could get her now. It would be D tier. She sucks. When she came out, she sucks. I don't think she got a buff. She is booty, but you can't get her anymore. So we'll put her in the can't get rank. Now Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is S tier. What can I say? His damage isn't the highest, but his versatility goes crazy and he's easy to get. The homing missiles from 30,000 meters away goes crazy. The V that has a cooldown as long as the animation where you can just spam it non-stop with nothing in between goes crazy. His C ability, which has crazy AoE and range, goes crazy. Gilgamesh is S tier, no debate. Now Anos is A tier. He is good. I recommend getting him. He is really good. I like how you can aim his X. His F has, I think, the most range in the entire game out of anyone, while doing solid damage. His cooldowns are pretty short, and he's fairly easy to get. I do recommend Anos. He is pretty good. Now Bliss Maiden is just Anos, but better in every way. Low cooldowns, super easy to get, like so easy. It's just boss island. Great range. Like crazy damage, I'm talking crazy damage, and the coolest animations in the game. The V and F animation is actually crazy, but the animation is second, unfortunately, to this guy, Saber. Now Saber is S tier. This might be controversial, but Saber is S tier. Her damage is insane. Her F ability damage was the highest I had out of anyone. Her cooldowns aren't long. Her animation is the coolest. She is so easy to get, other than grinding for grails, which is a little bit of AFKing, which is not too bad. But yeah, she is so good, and I highly recommend getting Saber. Now this is my list. Take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, I'm not the creator of the game. I don't know everything down by the minuscule stats, but this is going to be my list. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and comment down below, who do you think is the best in the game, and if you like my list or not. Now if I see Nate in my comments, oh my, I'm gonna throw hands. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.